There's a place where shadows whisper tales of the unspoken, where the wind carries echoes of a haunted past. Welcome to Bhangarh Fort, India's most haunted site. Nestled in the Aravalli range of hills in India's Rajasthan state, Bhangarh Fort has a reputation that sends shivers down the spine. It's a place where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs, a place where tales of the paranormal are as much a part of its identity as its ancient, crumbling walls. Bhangarh Fort is not just an ordinary historical site. It is a place wrapped in a shroud of mystery and dread. It's a place where the past lingers on in the form of eerie legends and chilling folklore. Many locals believe that the fort is the abode of spirits, those who once walked its grand halls and now wander in the afterlife. The fort in its prime was a symbol of grandeur and architectural splendor. Today, it stands as a silent sentinel to a bygone era. Its once bustling courtyards now a desolate expanse. The fort's ruins whisper tales of a glorious past, intertwined with stories of unexplained phenomena. The legends of Bhangarh Fort are many. Some speak of a beautiful princess and a smitten magician, a tale of unrequited love that resulted in a curse. Others recount stories of ghostly apparitions and strange occurrences that defy rational explanation. The fort is a magnet for thrill seekers and ghost hunters, drawn by its reputation as a paranormal hotspot. Despite the eerie legends, the fort attracts a steady stream of visitors, each curious to experience its uncanny aura for themselves. Yet for all its fame and the multitude of stories that surround it, Bhangarh Fort remains an enigma. Its mysteries are as enduring as its ancient walls, its secrets as elusive as the shadows that dance across its weathered stones. But what is it that makes Bhangarh Fort a dwelling for the supernatural? Is it the remnants of a once glorious past, or is it something far more sinister? Bhangarh Fort didn't always echo with eerie silence. Once, it was a bustling city, the pride of a powerful kingdom. But a curse changed everything. Nestled in the heart of the Indian state of Rajasthan, Bhangarh Fort was once the glittering jewel of a prosperous kingdom. In the 17th century, the fort was a thriving hub, brimming with life and activity. The vibrant marketplace was filled with the sound of traders haggling, the clatter of horse hooves, and the chiming of temple bells. The fort was home to a royal court that boasted of brave warriors and wise ministers. Its walls echoed with the laughter of children, the songs of bards, and the whispers of courtly intrigues. Yes, once upon a time, Bhangarh Fort was a place of joy, prosperity, and power. Yet, as we delve deeper into the pages of history, we stumble upon a chilling tale. A tale that would forever shroud Bhangarh Fort in a veil of dread and desolation. The tale of a curse, a wizard, and a princess. Legend has it that a powerful wizard, smitten by the beauty of Bhangarh's princess, concocted a love potion to ensnare her heart. But the princess, clever and brave, saw through his deceit. In a fit of rage, the spurned wizard cursed the city. He proclaimed that Bhangarh would be wiped from the face of the earth, its people doomed to perish, and the fort destined to crumble into ruins. As the curse took hold, the city that was once a beacon of prosperity and joy descended into chaos and despair. The once vibrant marketplace fell silent, the laughter and songs within the fort walls faded away, and the kingdom that Bhangarh Fort was a part of crumbled into oblivion. The wizard's curse doomed the city to desolation and death. Since then, Bhangarh Fort has never seen a sunrise without an eerie chill. When the sun dips below the horizon, the fort of Bhangarh begins to breathe a life of its own. A life that's not of this world. As the last rays of the sun fade away, Bhangarh Fort transforms into a place of eerie silence and spectral shadows. Among the countless tales that surround this place, some have managed to stand the test of time, instilling a sense of dread and curiosity in the hearts of those who dare to explore. One such tale is of a group of thrill seekers who decided to spend a night within the fort's formidable walls. As the night grew darker, they began hearing whispers, as if the fort was murmuring secrets of its dark past. Suddenly, a chilling wind swept through the fort, extinguishing their lanterns. In the pitch darkness, they felt unseen hands touch them, pushing them towards the exit. They fled, vowing never to return. Another popular story is of a local villager who one day, driven by curiosity, ventured into the fort after sunset. He was found the next morning, lying unconscious at the fort's entrance. When he finally awoke, he had no memory of what had transpired, but was overcome with an inexplicable terror. His once vibrant eyes were now vacant, haunted by the unspeakable horrors he had witnessed. Visitors often report of strange and unexplained phenomena in the fort premises. Some speak of a shadowy figure that roams the ruins, while others recount hearing eerie music and laughter, only to turn around and find no one in sight. Many have also reported a sudden change in temperature and an overwhelming feeling of being watched. Yet the most chilling tale is perhaps that of the phantom cries that are said to echo through the fort at the stroke of midnight, followed by a deathly silence that sends shivers down the spine. Many have ventured into the fort after sunset, but none have returned to tell the tale. What happens in the Bhangarh fort after dark remains a mystery. In an unprecedented move, the Archaeological Survey of India has forbidden entry into Bhangarh fort after sunset. But why? This decree, unusual in its nature, sparks more questions than it answers. The fort, standing tall and eerie in the dusky twilight, becomes a no-man's land as the sun takes its daily bow. This stringent rule isn't a mere suggestion, it is an absolute law enforced by the government. The reasons behind this peculiar order are cloaked in a blend of logic and folklore. From a pragmatic perspective, the fort's ruins, worn by time and weather, pose a safety risk in the dim light. The paths are uneven, the stones slippery, and the darkness can turn the fort into a labyrinth of potential accidents. Yet the pragmatic explanation is not the one that sets a chill down your spine. The tales of the fort's unseen inhabitants might. Whispered stories tell of spirits trapped within the fort's walls, growing active as daylight fades. The night, it is said, belongs to them. The consequences of flouting this law are severe. The government, in its duty to protect the public, has made it clear that anyone caught within the fort's boundaries after dark will face legal repercussions. Yet, the true deterrent might not be the threat of a fine or imprisonment, but the fear of what lurks in the fort's shadowy corners. There have been tales of those who dared to defy the ban, only to disappear without a trace. Stories of laughter echoing through the empty halls, of strange lights flickering in the distance, and of an overwhelming sense of dread that clings to you long after you have left the fort. These tales could be dismissed as mere figments of an overactive imagination, yet the ban remains. The question that lingers is whether this ban is a safety measure, a protection against the supernatural, or both. Does the government know something we don't? Or is it merely an attempt to protect the innocent from the fort's unseen inhabitants? Bhangarh Fort, a place shrouded in mystery, a place where the past refuses to rest. As we've journeyed through the eerie corridors of Bhangarh Fort, we've encountered an array of haunting tales and chilling legends. Each stone, each archway, whispers tales of a time long gone, echoing the voices of those who once lived, loved, and perhaps still linger. The fort's history is as intriguing as it is unsettling. Its cursed past seems to permeate every brick, every corner, making it a hotbed for paranormal activity. Yet, despite the countless stories of spectral sightings and inexplicable events, the true essence of Bhangarh Fort remains an enigma. Over the years, many have attempted to peel back the layers of this mystery. Paranormal investigators, armed with their high-tech gadgets, have ventured into the fort under the veil of darkness, hoping to catch a glimpse of the otherworldly. Historians, too, have delved deep into the archives, sifting through centuries-old records in a bid to separate fact from fiction. These efforts, however, have often led to more questions than answers. The ghostly apparitions reported by many, are they the restless spirits of the fort's former inhabitants, or merely tricks of the mind? The strange noises heard in the dead of night, are they the echoes of a cursed past, or the natural sounds of an ancient crumbling structure? And then there are the more puzzling phenomena. The inexplicable cold spots, the sudden drops in temperature that send chills down the spine, the eerie feeling of being watched, of not being alone. These experiences, shared by many who have dared to explore the fort, are difficult to dismiss as mere coincidence or imagination. But the question remains, who are the unseen inhabitants of Bhangarh Fort? Are they remnants of a cursed past or mere figments of local folklore? The true mystery of Bhangarh Fort remains unsolved, leaving us with an unsettling feeling of curiosity and fear.